Hello, I'm Cara Sevens and welcome to Sign 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the sign and wide format print industries. This week, out-of-home industry reports a surge in revenue, distribution partnership comes to an end, Drytac highlights the importance of lamination, and winners announced for the first ever UK Graphic Awards. First, out-of-home advertising has reported its strongest ever growth with a surge of 277% in the second quarter of 2021. The increase has been announced by out-of-home trade body Outsmart, which analysed revenue in the industry between April and June 2021. The revenues are estimated to have reached around £198 million, making it the largest quarterly growth ever recorded in the sector. Next. Producer of digital printing technology, Swiss Q-Print, has announced it will be mutually parting ways with distributor Spandex Benelux. In a statement, Swiss Q-Print cites the ongoing development of the company as having taken a different turn from the sign and graphic market, instead moving into adjacent markets such as packaging and specialist industrial applications. Now, after a year in which directional signage has been needed more than ever, the question over lamination has come to the forefront. Drytac, a company that specialises in laminates, is one company that has commented on this. We spoke to Global Product Manager Sean Holden about the role lamination played in the pandemic and what companies should consider in the future.
So we're a self-adhesive coating business, so we put adhesives onto many different types of substrates. And with that in mind, a large part of our business is self-adhesive materials for the graphics industry, so for signage, for vehicle applications, for retail, a whole host of different things that are around the world currently. And by putting adhesive on materials, the adhesive either can be long-term, short-term, and we put it on all kinds of different products to create different environments and different applications. Laminates are crucial to our industry and have been crucial to our industry since it began, to be fair. They provide essential protection to a print. They provide either a matte or a gloss finish. They can change the properties of that product to provide extra certification for fire, for safety, and more recently we've seen social distancing messages that have had to have anti-slip laminates over the top of a print. So they are really crucial in providing a number of elements to make a print more durable and to actually offer a different kind of surface or result. The last 18 months for all of us, not just in business but personally, has been a struggle. Obviously we've lived in a world that's been hit by a pandemic that's caused problems in any business. And that saw us go through quite a few phases over the last 18 months. From the first lockdown, we didn't know whether we were all going to be open or not or whatever. The government then realised quite quickly that signage and graphics were a requirement. That became key worker status for all of the print industry. At that point, we had the explosion, I've never seen anything quite like it in my life, of floor graphics. We saw all these little circles on the floor telling us to keep 2 metres apart. And that was everywhere you went, and that was that kept us very busy for an awful long time. And I think now what's changed, certainly over the last 3 to 4 months, has been those health and safety messages, don't come here, don't go there, stay 2 metres apart, etc., has now changed into subtle messaging, but marketing messaging along the same time. So Drytac, we were lucky enough to keep producing throughout. The other side part of our business is we're involved in the medical industry. We make medical adhesives on different applications. So we've always been involved in production. In the general print industry, obviously everybody realised quite quickly you need to print onto packaging, you need to print signage, and you need to print messaging. So the government realised quite quickly that printers and print providers were key workers within the last 12 months. So that basically meant this whole evolution of people requiring slip-resistant laminates for flooring was huge. It was absolutely huge. I don't think there'll be one supplier or one competitor that hasn't seen the same explosion in requirement as we have. The last 18 months for us all has been challenging, and I think we're lucky in the fact that we've managed to retain all of our staff. And what we're trying to do now is, though we have made our successes in certain areas, it's now trying to develop the next range of products, give back to wherever we can do, and try and make a stable foundation for our business, but also share the knowledge and education we have with our team around the world, with all of our customers. Because by educating our customers to know what they do, how they do it, and make it better, hopefully we can make them more profitable too.
And finally, The winners of the first UK Graphic Awards have been revealed at a ceremony in London. The show celebrated the people and businesses that have produced graphics and wide format print in the UK over the last 12 months. Winners included companies such as ImageCo, Stylo and Signbox, who won for their contributions in the retail, leisure and hospitality sectors. That's all for this week's Sign 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all the news in the industry at signlink.co.uk, view much more video content over on our Sign 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.